Hello. Nice here. Rogue Legacy 2. Last time we had a fairly successful archer run. I mean, we didn't like beat a boss or anything, but got like several blueprints, full cleared the cathedral, and now we're a Valkyrie. Let's give Charon our gold. Definitely better equipped and better statted, but less room for relics. Oh, oh, that's aimable. Yeah, I missed out because I killed the enemies. Oops. Huh. So this is, yeah, curio shops and the power of blessings. Curio shops grant powerful blessings to those who partake in their wares. Switch weapons to gain a blessing of strength for bonus weapon damage. Switch spells to gain a blessing of wisdom for bonus magic damage. Switch talents to get a blessing of talent for bonus resolve. This looks like a spell. Sure, I already tried my spell. Fungal Spread applies Spore Burst, aggressive pollination. So, can I see the effect of the Blessing of Wisdom? Oh, there it is. 7% more magic damage. One of these rooms. I think this is the first... Oh, ow. Yeah, first it's coming up in my playthrough, but I've seen them. Oh, right, I tried to attack diagonally. This weapon doesn't do that. Also, I didn't check its crit condition. Oh, that can be killed. Oh, wow. Ow. Alright, I got pretty beat up in this room, and it's not over. And the lack of iframes is kind of owning me a little. Oh, wow. Money, essence, gold. I was thinking between parts, by the way. The things that let you take damage to get max HP, update Java. No, they don't. I don't know if that sound actually came through on the recording, but, I was starting to say the, getting max HP would be nice if you had the thing that healed you when you entered a boss room, or if you knew you were about to do an heirloom challenge. I haven't tried my counter thing at all. How big does it look? Not very big. Good to know. And I have to hit enemies to recharge it. Makes sense why there are two chests in here. This room was fairly dangerous. Strike through that wall pretty easily with a spear. Yeah. Green Catcher versus Twin Obelisk. All of my resolve that I'm allowed. It does spend it exactly, though. Let's just go for it. Your skill crits have an extra 40% chance of becoming super crits. How exactly does this weapon crit, by the way? Dash attacks, okay. That always feels risky, because you'd have to get the dash spacing, like, exactly right. Ooh, my hands won't stop shaking. My skin is full of prickles, and my heart is bumping. Ooh, I feel alive again. A man, nay, a rat, nay, a man-rat came crawling to me the other day with information. In return for an official pardon and some trifling gifts, he revealed everything he knew about a secret rebellion. He's given me everything I need to know. Letters, transcripts, memos, and more. I cannot comprehend how something this big slipped past our spies, but none of that matters. All that matters is that a war is coming, and I'm the only estuary that knows of it. My chance to show my worth has finally arrived. I must stay calm and read these documents carefully. No one else can know of this. I will not let anyone take my glory away. Don't need a magic bottle. Wait, why am I spin kicking? I have better ways to attack downward. Okay, I see the red indicating, oh, biome barrier, so there's no reason to go up there. Well, there's little reason to go up there. I could get a warp and break like 3 furniture items. Ah! I expected the counter to last just a little longer. Alright, that run was less than 10 minutes. I'll go for another this video. Ah, nice. Still got the rank up. And that was 10 equip weight? Like a 1 and a 0? Seems pretty good. You have a trait. Exploding Casket Syndrome. Super IBS. Okay, you have Fireball, though. Selecting you will reveal both a spell and a trait. And you're a Barbarian, and we kind of wanted to try Barbarian. So as much as I'd like the gold bonus, I want to reveal the question marks. Super IBS. Your talent is replaced with Super Fart. So instead of the shout that destroys projectiles, lifts you and applies burn. And then the trait, we just read it. Yeah. So the trait just replaced the talent, and then the spell, after hitting wall, it creates a storm that damages all enemies in a small area for a short duration. And then the weapon, ground attacks skill crit, and also they deal like 3 times as much damage as air attacks. Well, maybe more than that. So yeah, the ground attack's good, air attack's bad. It's an interesting way to differentiate Barbarian from like Knight. Okay, so every level of this, you get 20% of your stuff back. So at max level, it's a full heal from entering a boss chamber. Could unlock the Architect. Could just get more strength. Let's see, do I have the option of a rune? No, I'm still short on essence. Do I have the option of any equipment? Okay, you buying or what? He's been a blacksmith all his life. I guess I did get some equip weight from our mastery level. Then if I equip this, 20% bonus resolve from equipping a full set of leather stuff. But how do I raise the unity level further? That's what I want to know. And if I could make it so that I get like 25 unity per item instead of like 5, I guess you could get 4 different unity level 20 bonuses. I guess I don't know whether the accessory can provide unity as well. Maybe that's all it does. Maybe it just provides a ton of unity. Anyway, the only thing to do, apparently... Oh yeah, it would have told me affordable items by the docks if there was more to do outside of this menu. Anyway, I'm gonna get 1 rank of this to see if it reveals anything else that looks valuable. Armor. Each point in armor blocks 1 point of damage Base max block cap 35%. Okay. That seems a fair way to make moderate levels of armor not trivialize the early areas. Increases starting resolve. 1% per rank. Also requires level 18. So if I get a little more HP, then these unlock. I don't need rune capacity right now. But I guess I might want to get a little to reveal whatever's near it. This, I need level 30, of course. Increases encumbrance limits. Your weight class will now change every 20%. Okay. So interesting. It would make you hit, like, oh, what's it? Chunky later, I guess. Yeah, let's get rune capacity even though we don't really need it. I want to know what's here. Reroll your errors. Okay. Interesting, but not of much value to me right now. Get a rank at this. Enter labor costs. Labor costs rise with each upgrade, making each purchase slightly more expensive. Consider how you spend your money, but don't fret too much. Inflation can be easily overcome. Okay, Dragon Lancers up there. I mean, I have 83 gold. Let's just go. Want to hear some cool accounting stats? I'm holding 8 gold, I have a max capacity of 1,000 gold, and I've given Charon 87 gold. So I guess that counts up even before you have the thing that makes Charon gold give stats, or did I already buy that and then forget? Okay, and it has a short cooldown. Neat. No, I can't reach you in the air. So yeah, I guess if you get multiple hits at least. Oh, now this is tempting to just get max HP. Yeah, let's go for it. Still don't know what's up with this room. I guess maybe I should have looked at the walls more carefully for cracks. I've been gathering more and more people, Jay. People like us. People who are sick of living down here. There's an heirloom in the Citadel that grants people amazing powers. Powers that let you dash through the air, just like you're flying. I've been sneaking in recruits to obtain this power, but only a few are strong enough to survive the heirloom's challenge. If you help train them, there could be so many more, Jay. You could be the difference. Something big is happening. The people have had enough and their anger is spilling onto the streets. A war is brewing. I just hope you're with it when it happens. Or with us when it happens. Whatever. Fairy chest. Destroy all targets. Open me. Time limit 5. Ah, little slow. I think spin kicks should have been the answer a little more than I used them. Alright. Ivy roots. Arcane necklace. Not feeling very castery right now, so let's see what Ivy roots are. Deal 12% bonus damage on the ground. That sounds like exactly what we want. Or maybe what we don't need. I don't know, is it better to exaggerate a strength or cover a weakness? You tell me with all these one-shots. Ow. That wasn't a one-shot. Oh, I think I got a chicken. Oh, another one. It blocked? Is that allowed? I guess it's got like a shield that cools down. Yeah, I see, and then it has 4 hits. There are probably like a few cheeses that don't work because of the regenerating shield. Alright, defeated a commander. What's going on here? Oh, if I want the chest, I gotta put up with the platforming challenge. Or no, that's not it at all. That's two-way, and that's... I guess it is it, but I didn't recognize... I thought this was a one-way. But you just enter the platforming challenge by jumping into it. Alright. Oh. I guess having more max HP probably gives you a little more HP every chicken. Although, I thought that recovery was based on int. Yeah, starting an air attack when you're like right at the ground, a little less effective. Alright. Okay, there are chests up there. Just remembered I had a trait. I saw all these projectiles and I was like, oh yeah, doesn't Barbarian have something? No, not when they have a trait. Or not a trait, but a quirk. A whatever. Ow. Ow. My armor was doing work there. It just saved me an entire hit worth of health, I'm pretty sure, because it said -9. Although, wait. Yeah, by an entire hit, I mean, instead of being like I was hit twice, or wait. Yeah, getting hit twice was somewhat like getting hit once, but I thought I could only reduce 35% of the damage. I guess get the warp point by going down here, but I won't be able to do anything. Does the elite need killed first? Shield banner, it says? Okay, yeah. Well, if I'm thinking of challenging the boss, should have maybe found the boss room before losing all that health. In this room, you use the warps to dodge. And just like that, we're out of there. And I guess I have to go up. Maybe you go up from this room though. Or no, there's no upward exit. Yeah, I had to go this way. Oh, this room also didn't have an up exit. Maybe there was a warp that would have been good to take. Wait, this is just this room. Like, I'll take a relic thing. Auction Bell exactly spends my resolve. Incandescent telescope, I guess I'm gonna pass on. Your weapon applies combo. What is combo? Oh, each stack increases damage by 2% at 15%, or at 15 plus stacks. All weapon attacks are skill crits. Oh, I could have just warped up there. Anyway, what did I miss on this map? Oh, there's a rightward path. Okay. We can apply a lot of combo with our spin. Hey, meat. I will take the current HP this time. The chest over there. Ah. I am not handling this guy at all. Just gave up all of my hit points I just recovered. Should have maybe at least like thrown a spell in there or something. Might have been good. Lose no health. I'll go for it. Alright. Reinforced rune increases total armor by 8%. And we get some essence, so we can actually buy some runes. Wait, oh, there was another path. Want to full clear the citadel. I expected that enemy to die, and so I was just trying to dodge the living weapon enemy. Oh, get the coin. There we go. Chicken. Just a trap room. It did lead somewhere, but I have other places that lead places. Ooh, blueprint chest. Not too difficult at all with air dash. Actually, yeah, that was a ground dash, technically. Scholar weapon. Simple outfit worn by acolytes up in the study. Oh yeah, get the medal. And get out. So I guess because I cast the spell on the ground, it counted as a ground attack? Alright, looting is going fairly well. Ah, found the boss room. Partially wanted to find it just for its double treasure. Oh, this is still lit. Do I challenge the boss? I have 178 current HP. Oh, right, I got the 20% heal. I forgot I bought that. I just remembered looking at it. But yeah, I wanted to reveal more of the, yeah. Oh, ah, you got me. I feel like my armor is blocking a lot. Also, I feel like I should have gotten hit there. Oh, that was not the place to be. understand. At least I'll claim I understand. So you get a lot of damage resistance for a bit there. Those are very homing. And all your attacks got a little spookier. Yeah, watch out for that. Oh, just run straight into him, why not? Whoa. Oh, a spin kick would have helped right there. Still, got my rank up. Got a fair amount of gold, I think. Oh, we can speed that up. Nice. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna unlock a new class, so just pick for traits and spell, but this will be for next time. Vegan gives 75% extra gold. I assume you can't use healing items. All of these give extra gold. Colorblind. Also, all of these have a new spell. Puritan. I mean, let's be greedy. I feel like I'm still having fairly short runs, so extra recovery from healing items is a little less relevant, to be honest. Affordable items by the docks. Right, I unlocked a blueprint, I unlocked a rune, or at least I got more essence. Okay, I still can't afford this one. Apparently, I think 5% extra magical critical strike damage is pretty valuable. Or I just have no basis for the costs of these runes. 800 just feels like a lot of essence, but you get more essence in the later areas, I think I read on a loading screen at some point. Also 40 rune weight? I guess you can get rune weight for free. Oh yeah, I didn't get a Knight Mastery level when I played Knight because I didn't have Mastery unlocked. That would do it. Hey, don't forget to buy something. Okay, so that's more strength. Still don't have any accessory blueprints. I guess if I'm gonna be chunky, I might as well have the Scholar weapon. First, I can buy equip weight here. Or, no wait, I didn't actually unlock that. I was thinking of this. Okay, but what class should I get? Duelists? Or mages? Mages are closer to the inside of the layout, so it probably has more unlocks behind it. Beards are mandatory. Masters of magic mages have tapped into the primal elements that govern this world, but there are more rules than just harnessing that power to be considered a mage. Firstly, one must always tote the sickest of beards, and that's it, no more rules. We will switch class. We will get some intelligence, which also increases health gain from health drops, which won't do anything on this run because vegan. But we can see what's to the right of it. The kitchen. Unlock chefs. Finally some good food. Oh wait, all the chefs got conscripted. Yeah, let's see what's unlocked in this direction. It's an old person. The definition of old, the architect has witnessed the death of over 1,000 sons and seen the rise and fall of humanity to ape kind. Pay his fees, assuage his ego, and he will lend you his powers and keep the kingdom from changing. Also, is that a standard number 2 pencil in his ear? I just noticed that while writing this. Okay. Drill store. Introduce very specific competition and reduce the architect's crazy prices. Reduces the architect's finder fee. Architect fee down, 2% per level. Maybe just work more on equip weight? Or what most exactly spends my gold? It's the strength level. bit awkward for playing a mage. If your wand's fireball hits an enemy before it explodes, it hits twice, so position yourself at the right distance when you strike and you'll deal extra damage. Okay, but it won't explode at all. Just from contact. It has to reach that circle. Oh, and then my trait seems to be that I have an extra spell. Or talent, rather. I keep mixing up the words trait and talent. So, Magic 8 Ball. Hold the aim after 1 bounce. Damage is octupled. After 2 bounces, it will skill crit. And White Star. Can damage yourself will always skill crit. And it makes an explosion. So that's White Star. Due to the plates in the way, I don't really have a good way to test the octupled damage of 8 Ball. Not unless I can get some really... Oh, it bounces off. Wait, no, it doesn't bounce off of that. It just hits. That angle? 97, there we go. I think that's as good as I'm gonna be able to do in this area. Ooh, what do we have here? Why, hello, child. Have you come to speak to me, an old man? It's good that you speak with your elders. We have a lot of wisdom to teach, a lot of stories to tell. Now, where are my manners? I haven't introduced myself. My name is Old Man, and my defining trait is being old. And you, I shall call you Child, for your defining trait is that you have no past history. But I can fix that. I can help you find that history you so desperately need. See this drill? I can use it to lock the kingdom down and prevent it from ever changing. Now you can search corners never scoured and battle monsters you failed to conquer. You can become a hero and tell your own stories. So yeah, if you're struggling against the boss and just want to retry it, having the map be revealed lets you just warp straight there. I guess my last attempt, I would have probably done a lot better against the boss had I had another 200 current HP, come to think of it. Of course, if you use the drill, there's an old man's finder fee. Why aren't my services free, you ask? Because I'm an old man, not dumb man or generous man. Okay, lock world, you can just toggle it to always be on. Failed fairy chest reset, discovered teleporters remain linked, monsters will return except beaten bosses, and yeah, I read from the bottom up, locking the world prevents the kingdom from changing. But I don't want to lock it right now. I feel like if I just like get a little better, I can probably do the first area without locking, and then actually get the full boss reward. But anyway, in the next video, I'll be a mage. See ya!